Hello everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I hope everybody is doing good today. It's Friday, August 2nd. Currently it's 76 degrees. High today is 84. Chance of rain 34%. Winds at 5 miles per hour. We got some rain early yesterday. And things, you can tell the yard's starting to grow now. Some of the brown's gone away, but not all of it. So we're going to obviously have to mow. We won't be able to go for a month like we did when we had no rain, basically. So anyway, it seems like it's raining a little bit almost each day now. So that'll really make things perk back up. Okay, and my garden too. It'll help it. Okay, there's going to be a Kroger haul today. Yay. We went and had a small list and it turned into a bigger list because I found some really good deals. And just check that out and you'll see. Tonight I'm going to have a Dollar Tree haul coming up soon. We haven't been there. We figured since June, I believe. And so we'll have a big haul from there coming up. And we got tonight we're having chili dogs, and we got some Ballpark hot dog buns. They weren't $1.25, but they were $3, and really that's not that bad. That's about what they are. They're actually a little more than that, I believe, at Kroger. So that, we thought we'd go ahead and get those for the hot dogs. And we're going to have some fries, probably those seasoned fries that we got from Grocery Outlet. We tried them already one night. Hi, kitty. And they are really good too. Really good to be, cheap. Okay, let's see what's going on here with jokes. Oh, where are you going? There's not many places to sit back there right now. Stuff all over the place. You want to go over here? She won't like sitting on the plastic. I got some storage bags sitting over there. There you go. You got your place now, didn't you? Yes, sure we. Okay. Oh no, I see. Okay, I kind of going over this and seeing, you never know what they're going to have on here. After successfully getting their big line items approved in the congressional spending package, 2 lobbyists were celebrating at a Washington restaurant. Mused one, it's a crying shame our grandchildren and great-grandchildren haven't been born yet so they can see the terrific things the government's doing with their money. Oh, yeah. Patient, doctor, what I need is something to stir me up, something to get me fired up and put me in a fighting mood. Did you put anything like that in this prescription? Doctor, no, not in the prescription. You'll find that in the bill. That's something to get mad about and make you want to fight. Oh, thought of the day is from Unknown. I may make bad decisions when I'm drunk, but the sober ones haven't been that great either. Oh, good grief. Oh, okay, I saw one for trivia time that I think might be interesting if they don't make it easy. So anyway, let's see. I'm going to go to it. And which U.S. department store was the first to sell ballpoint pens? Arnold Constable and Company, Macy's, Nordstrom, Gimbels. I don't really have any idea. I know Macy's was really big, but these others were too. I'm gonna go with Macy's though. It's Gimbels, which I really don't know much about any of those, so I'm learning something right away. Gimbels was the first to sell a new kind of ink pen, the design of which had taken several decades to come to fruition. The pens made by the Reynolds International Pen Company promised an end to the messy mishaps users of fountain pens encountered. leaking ink, smudges, and pooling ink blots. Okay, well, we know it didn't do any of that. Okay. Who was the first divorced man to be elected U.S. president? Bill Clinton, Ronald Reagan, Harry S. Truman, Richard Nixon. Well, I think it's Ronald Reagan. That's right. I mean, I knew he'd, you know, he was an actor a lot of his life, and that's when he was married to, I can't remember now. I've seen a thing on it, you know, a documentary on it. But yeah, he had been divorced when he met, I guess, Nancy? Yeah. Okay, which president authorized the creation of the U.S. Weather Service? Franklin Pierce, Ulysses S. Grant, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt. Wow, you know, it could be further back than you'd think. I don't know who. Franklin Pierce doesn't really ring a bell with me. Ulysses S. Grant was a general for the North in the Civil War. My sinuses and stuff are driving me nuts, y'all, by the way. With all this stuff starting to grow from getting some rain, all the weeds are growing, actually. So, I don't know. I'm trying to keep it from running. Ulysses S. Grant, yeah, and Abraham Lincoln, we all know him, and Theodore Roosevelt. That sounds like something Theodore Roosevelt would do, but I'm thinking it's probably further back, like maybe it was during the Civil War even, you know, Abraham Lincoln. No, and it's Ulysses S. Grant, so that's interesting. The National Weather Service has its beginnings in the early history of the United States. Weather's always been important to the citizenry of this country. Okay, yeah. Let's see, it started on February 9th, 1870, when President Ulysses S. Grant signed a joint resolution of Congress authorizing the Secretary of War to establish a National Weather Service. Okay, and that was in what now? 1870, so that was, you know, well after the war. Of course, he was president, so he had to be after the war. Which volcano erupted on May 18, 1980 in the United States? I think everybody should know this. Mount St. Helens, Mount McLaughlin, Mount Augustine, Mount Jarvis. You know, I saw a movie not too long ago about this. I believe it had Pierce Brosnan in it, and then that woman that played in the Terminator, you know, that was the woman that he was always trying to kill or whatever. That, I can't remember her name right now, but she was in that, in Pierce Brosnan. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. About this place. And I want to say Mount St. Helens. Right. At 8:32 a.m. on May 18, 1980, Mount St. Helens, a volcanic peak in southwestern Washington, suffers a massive eruption, killing 57 people and devastating some 210 square miles of wilderness. Wow. Wow. Two right, two wrong. Okay. When did the Beach Boys release their first album? It's got a picture on there. 1962, 1967, 1971, 1985. Wow. I'm thinking it's either 62 or 67. My first guess was 62, so it'll probably be 67. Is that the way I should think? Okay, 67. Answer. Nope, it's 62. I know it was one or the other, so I had like a 50-50 chance. But I didn't. I second guessed myself, and I was going to say 62. Then I said, well, it'll probably be 67, so I said 67. So it was 62. The Beach Boys' first album, Surfin' Safari, was released on October 1962. And just goes on to talk about their careers. And, wow. That was two of them I kind of missed, you know, using the goofy knowledge, or whatever you want to call it. Which color of lab coat is associated with scientists, not dentist. I don't want to say dentist. With scientists, blue, white, green, red. There's seen plenty of like science fiction movies where they got like scientists and stuff. They're always in white. Okay, yes. And you know, that's funny because white shows stains worse. They should have like a red one or something. You know? I'm just saying. Okay. A white coat, also known as a laboratory coat or lab coat, is a knee-length overcoat or smock worn by professionals in the medical field or by those involved in laboratory work. Oh, 3 right, 3 wrong. What gas do red blood cells carry around the body? Oxygen, methane, nitrogen, helium. Uh-oh. Making a voice. You know, have you ever, you know, had a balloon with helium in it, and inhaled it, and then you talk like one of the chipmunks from Alvin and the Chipmunks? Oh. I actually had a skit one time that I had to get in front of there was, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of people there. I believe it was a Christmas thing. And the deal was, whenever it came to my part, I was supposed to like sing something or something like that. And but I don't know if I was supposed to be a chipmunk or what, but it was supposed to sound like a chipmunk. So they had me inhale. I had a balloon, and right before it came to my part, I inhaled the balloon, and you know, sounded like one of the chipmunks. So okay. Wow, you know, methane. You know, wouldn't you be like a dragon when you could breathe out and light and have fire come down? I'm wasting time. It's oxygen. Yes. Each red blood cell only lives for about 120 days. And in that short time, it must deliver oxygen from the lungs to the peripheral tissues to assist in the metabolic processes such as ATP synthesis, and it must collect the generated carbon dioxide from the periphery and return it to the lungs for elimination from the body. Yeah. And, you know, and it keeps doing that all the time. If it quits, you'll be in trouble, because I had a medicine, 2 medicines that I was on for my Crohn's disease, and one stopped me, after so many years or whatever, stopped my body from making red blood cells, and the other one stopped the white blood cells, if I understood right, and it nearly killed me. Yeah, my blood level got down to 5.1 because it wasn't making any new blood, and your blood level is supposed to be around 15. They said 5.1 isn't even compatible with life. That's what they told me at the hospital, and I was lucky I went. They said I wouldn't have woke up the next morning if I hadn't come in. Okay, yeah, so definitely oxygen is carrying it around, but it's not going to be if you don't have much red blood cells. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, how about, there's a gnat or something that's driving me nuts. I need to take my compost stuff out there. I keep it in a like a Tupperware, it's a, what they call them, a basin. And then I got a bag in there, and then I take it out to the compost. I haven't taken it out today. It's probably why there's a gnat right now. Okay, when was the first film of Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy released? I don't exactly know that. I mean, I know I've watched all of them, all the Batman, but I couldn't really, I don't know really the timeline of that. But my guess, okay, anyway, I need to say the numbers. 2005, 2011, 1994, 1989. It seemed like it was later on, other than early, like back when Michael Keaton did it. I don't think that, I think that's further back. But 2005 was, that's 19 years ago. That would be my guess, 2005. Hey, it's right. But yeah, I have watched them all for sure. A lot of them, quite a few times. Okay, let's see what it says here. The Dark Knight series is a set of 3 Christopher Nolan Batman movies. It includes Batman Begins, 2005, The Dark Knight, 2008, and The Dark Knight Rises, 2012. Christian Bale, Michael Caine, Gary Oldman, Morgan Freeman, and Cillian Murphy appeared in all 3 movies. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't really know that. Okay, I got 2 more. Oh. Which playing card inspired an opera from Tchaikovsky? Queen of Spades, Ace of Clubs, Jack of Diamonds, King of Hearts. I really don't know. Tchaikovsky. Well, I would guess King of Hearts. Nope, it's Queen of Spades. Queen of Spades. The 9th of Tchaikovsky's 10 operas finds the Russian composer at the very pinnacle of his art. The Queen of Spades is a tale of love, jealousy, and money, in which gambling at cards becomes an obsession. One more. Let's see if I can do better than breaking even. What was the highest selling album of the 1980s in the United States? Wow. Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen. Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. Back in Black by AC/DC. Thriller by Michael Jackson. Okay. All of these are really good. I never really followed Guns N' Roses that much, but of course I heard a lot of their song music. Bruce Springsteen is awesome. AC/DC, saw them in concert right over the hill here at Liberty Bell. That was when that Angus, the one that dressed like had a school uniform on or something, and ran all over the place the whole time. Yeah, that was. Anyway, okay, but I would say Thriller by Michael Jackson probably blew all these away. Probably you could add up these other 3, and Thriller would still have more. Is my guess. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, in December 1982, Thriller hit record stores. Thriller was the 100-pound gorilla of the decade, or any decade for that matter. It set sales records that will never be broken. See, it really was the Star Wars of the music industry. 37 weeks at number 1. One consecutive, remains an all-time record, as does it 29 million copies sold. Wow. You even got Born in the USA. Okay, so these other movies, it's a 70, surpassed by Born in the USA, 84 weeks for Born in the USA. And Sound of Music, 109 weeks. Wow. I didn't know that. Okay, so only 15% said Bruce Springsteen, 85% said Michael Jackson. There was no guesses for Guns N' Roses or AC/DC, so that's interesting. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed today's trivia time. I ended up with 6 right and 4 wrong. I'm glad it was a little more challenging. A few of them have been just a little, easy, but I can't tell what's on them before, I do it. So, I wouldn't want to look at them before. Anyway, so that's just how it is. We pick one, and it's what you got is what you see is what you got. So, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day and a great morning, and check out the Kroger haul later on. Great buys. Bye everyone, and God bless.